And speaking of high school soccer, if Mother Nature cooperates, the third annual Chancellor Soccer Invitational is supposed to go off starting tomorrow. And earlier today, I talked with Chancellor Coach Mike Webb about the upcoming tournament. Well, coming up this weekend, it's the third annual Chancellor Soccer Invitational, sponsored by Virginia First Savings. And joining me on the Sports Report is Chancellor head coach Mike Webb. Mike, third straight year for this tournament. This has really developed into one of the finer tournaments in the state, don't you think?
Well, we think so. We've got a good sponsor who kicks in a lot of money and got some teams that like to come back year after year, and it's done well for itself.
And, of course, some of those teams certainly have, you've experienced as far as playing before, but you have some top caliber teams. Name some of the teams other than, of course, the local teams that are going to be participating.
Well, we have Tab High School who comes every year. They were in the state quarterfinals last year and have won their region, I believe, the last 3 years. We have Weston Albemarle, who was second in their district but made this advance to the semifinals in our region. Neville has won their district, I believe, the last 5 years in a row and advanced to the regional semifinals as well every year.
And, of course, like everybody else, you're looking up to the sky. Your concern right now is with the weather. It's really not too promising that this tournament will go off as scheduled, right?
Well, it doesn't look good. You know, the fields are all wet, and we're just hoping that the sun will come out and be 95 tomorrow and dry this place up. But, you know, we've tried to make some arrangements, whereas if we can't play tomorrow, we can do it another time.
Right. Now, I know the games tomorrow are played. Some of them were scheduled to be played at Cortland. Have you made other arrangements? Because I understand Cortland is not going to be able to host. Are there any other arrangements that you've made? Well,
right now we're trying to locate another field. As of this time, nothing is rock solid yet.
And, of course, the finals and so forth will be played at Loriella Park. Is that still on?
No. Oh. The finals this year are going to be played at Chancellor High School. We're not even going to use Loriella.
Okay. So. I know in years past it's been at Loriella.
Before.
So you'll be playing on the football field, is that right? Or?
Yes, in the stadium.
Okay, good. Now, as far as your Chancellor soccer team, off to a pretty good start, 2-0. How do you, what do you use to gauge this tournament? Obviously, you'd like to win the tournament, but just to see how your team develops against some top-notch talent?
Yeah, you know, we try to bring in the best teams we can. So, you know, it's not always important that you win it, but that if you play well early in the season, you know, and build for later in the year.
Now, talk about the Battlefield District this year. Cortland is certainly, their program has come around. Of course, Chancellor is always up there at or near the top, and normally at the top. How do you see the Battlefield District shaping up, real quick?
I think this is probably going to be one of the most competitive years in the Battlefield District. Cortland, I believe, has 7 returning starters. James Monroe has a lot of returning players, and they've added John Beck, who's a very, very good player, so he'll make their team a lot better. Culpeper and Orange are both playing with a lot more confidence, and I think they believe they're going to have good seasons as well. So King George is playing better. I think it's going to be real competitive this year.
Obviously, you're expecting a pretty tight race.
Yeah, I think there'll be some good games through the season, and it's going to come down to the last game probably. We only play each team once, so it makes every game very important.
Okay, well, Coach Mike Webb, you've done a marvelous job with this Chancellor program. Good luck not only with the season, but also with this week, hopefully, this weekend's Chancellor Invitational, again, sponsored by Virginia First Savings.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Mike Webb, the head coach of the Chancellor Chargers, and, of course, if it is postponed, we'll let you know when they hope to reschedule this tournament, and it's going to be an exciting tournament, so come on out, and we'll give you the times and places where they're going to play this weekend, and, of course, championship game is still set for Chancellor High School.